Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2026 Senior League East Canada Region Championships, hosted by Oakville Little League. This is game number 16. This game will feature the visiting team, the Oakville Whitecaps, taking on the home team, the Carleton Russell Expos. At this time, I'd like to introduce the visiting and home teams, starting with the visitors. The Oakville Whitecaps. Leading off, number 13, the right fielder, Finn Lawler. The catcher, number 16, Luke Ashton. The pitcher, number 19, Nate Ives. Number 22, the third baseman, Ben Mundy. Number 2, the shortstop, Henry Cantor. Center fielder, number 27, Jude Costoyle. Number 14, the first baseman, Gavin O'Brien. Number 11, second baseman, Blake Hermanson. The DH, number 24, Talon Harvey. The left fielder, number 17, Anton Kanezi. The alternates, number 25, Josh Portan. Number 6, Bruno Frey. And number 8, Owen Clark. Coaching staff, manager Mike Anderson, coaches John Lawler and Adam Ives. Your Oakville Whitecaps. The home team, Carleton Russell Expos. Number 18, the center fielder, Quinn Cunningham. The shortstop, number 12, Lucas Peruz. Second baseman, number 20, Caleb Boucher. First baseman, number 14, Rafael Lalonde. Number 4, pitching tonight, Blake Bassinet. The right fielder, number 6, Jeremy Chartrand. Third baseman, number 19, Jackson Hiley. Left fielder, number 26, Olivier Paré. The catcher, number 72, Mathis Prudhomme. The alternates, number 64, Liam Johnson. Number 42, Simon Desforges. Number 13, Jacob Wassim. The manager, Tim Bassinet. Coaches, Dave Cunningham and Corey Johnson. Your Carleton Russell Expos. Tonight, volunteer umpires. At home plate, Rob McDonald. First base, Chris Stanford. Second base, Mark Heller. And at third base, Russell Lapointe. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please rise if you're able. Remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. Players, have a great game. You may return to your dugouts, and could I have the managers meet with the umpires at home plate, please?
Well, it is a perfect night for a ball game. The weather absolutely immaculate. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the final game of round robin play. It is between the Oakville Whitecaps and the Carleton Russell Expos, hosted here at Oakville Little League. Game number 16, Zach Benoit alongside Will Shukri. Will, we've seen a lot of baseball over the last couple of days. We're finally in the final game of round robin.
It has been a long and fantastic week of baseball here at Glen, Abbey Baseball Park in beautiful Oakville, Ontario. Like you said, we got the host Oakville Whitecaps up against the Carleton Russell Expos. And for Oakville, they're just kind of trying to end this round robin on a high, right? They've cemented their place in the semifinal. They're going to play against the Cape Breton Islanders 1 p.m. on Wednesday, July 22nd. For Carleton Russell, they're just trying to spoil this game for Oakville.
Yeah, it's a lot of momentum kind of going into that final game, or excuse me, I should say that semifinals game tomorrow for the Oakville Whitecaps. And really, if you're the Carleton Russell Expos, that's exactly what you can play here. You can kind of be that spoiling factor and maybe try to ruin some momentum. That's kind of what these players are going to be playing for here in this one. The Carleton Russell Expos taking the field here. They will be the home team. Here is your 2026 Carleton Russell Expos. At the top, number 4, Blake Bazinet. Number 6, Jeremy Chartrand. 12, Lucas Perouse. 13, Jacob Voisin. 14, Raphael Lalonde. 18, Quinn Cunningham. 19, Jackson Hiley. 20, Caleb Boucher. 26, Olivier Pare. 42, Simone Deforges. 64, Liam Johnson. And 72, Matisse Prudhomme. Team manager, Tim Bazinet. And coaches, Dave Cunningham and Corey Johnson. Your 2026 Carleton Russell Expos.
Pitcher for the Carleton Russell Expos, number 4, Blake Bazinet.
And I'll say it for one final time. On the mound, starting for the Expos, it's going to be Blakey Bear. Blake Bazinet.
Your favorite nickname of the tournament. And it's not particularly close, is it?
No, not even close. It's by far my favorite one of the tournament. We have a lot of great ones. We've been bribed to say we have favorites, but no, by far, Blakey Bear is up there.
The Bazinets, they slipped you $20 cash for that opinion, eh?
No, just give me a crisp high five. Feels like a whole new world for me, partner. I just took off my sunglasses for the first time today. The world is a bright place. Patiently wait here for our first pitch. The first batter is going to be number 13, Finn Lawler.
Leadoff batter for the Oakville Whitecaps, number 13, Finn Lawler.
We were informed that his nickname is the Finisher. Still think Lawman.
And I agree with you emphatically.
First pitch from Bazinet is in there for strike one. We're underway in the final round robin game here in Oakville, Ontario. We've seen from Blake Bazinet that curveball that he displays, one of his best pitches. Lawler swinging through this one for strike 2. Lifted, left center field. So that's going to split the gap and drop. Going to be extra bases for Lawler. And he's cruising into second. He's there with a double.
Leadoff man doing his job for the Whitecaps. Nice double to start things off for Finn Lawler.
Number 16, Luke Ashton.
Brings up Luke Ashton. Ashton, that one low and inside. Luke Ashton, a corn dog fan.
Me too, Luke.
Me
too.
He knows ball.
It's been many years since I've had a corn dog, and Luke Ashton's got me thinking about him.
Just get a pogo. Your local grocery store. 2-0's the count here. 3-0. Inside, ball 4.
Nice patience and nice vision from Luke Ashton, drawing that 4-pitch walk.
Number 19, Nate Ives.
Nate Ives stepping up to the plate. He's going to be the pitcher today for the Whitecaps. And, well, I mean, the story around Nate Ives, if you've been tuning in, you know it's a fun one. One of the most electric players we've seen.
And, you know, we were given 3 nicknames for Nate Ives, but I do prefer the one that we came up with, the Floating Freight Train, wearing number 19.
Pulls it down the line here. The step on the bag for 1. Ives hustling down, and he's there with a fielder's choice. Hustled down that line to make sure the double play didn't happen, but they get the lead runner in Finn Lawler.
And that's exactly what Nate Ives does. A dominant hitter at the plate, power, vision, speed, everything a batter wants.
So this will bring up Ben Mundy, third baseman today for the Whitecaps. Mundy watching the first pitch go by. So we had some people walk up to us and just drop a package off at our table, and it was 3 packs of gum, and it said a little something from the Snack Shack, which snack is underlined for anybody at home here, even if it's technically not a snack. And it says, from Ben Mundy of the Whitecaps, number 22. I still say it's not a snack.
I was about to say, as much as I will
I don't
eat
know what I
every
gotta
piece
say.
of this gum and enjoy every piece.
This is going to sit in my car for the next year and a half. Mundy swings over the top of that one, and he's retired on strikes.
And I'm a big gum chewer. I go through 2-3 pieces a day. It's not a snack. I'm still hungry after.
So 2 outs in the inning here for Bazinet.
Number 2, Henry Cantor.
Brings up Henry Cantor. A ham sandwich hates to see him coming. First pitch swinging, and it's in there for strike 1.
Cantor, a fan of the incomplete ham sandwich. Sans cheese, sans condiments, just carbs and protein for the young man in number 2.
0-1 here. Watches it go by. Evened up 1-1. Just outside, and good eyes there from Cantor.
I might have to try the Cantor special. You know, maybe I've never had a ham sandwich without.
Lifts this one, shallow center field, and it looks like it's getting down, and it will. They're going to send home Ashton, and there's going to be no play at the plate. The Whitecaps will strike first. And it's Henry Cantor cashing in early.
Number 27, Jude Cuss-Doyle.
Center fielder Jude Cuss-Doyle coming up for his first at-bat of the ball game.
And partner, you got a nickname and a snack for Jude
I mean, I got
Cuss-Doyle.
something. I don't know.
But we have a feeling that it might be a self-prescribed nickname for number 27.
Well, you say it any louder, I think he would be able to hear you. Counts 1-1 here. Yeah, so we were, again, given more information. Jude Cuss-Doyle, he said, tell the announcers my nickname is Rizzy JC. Oh, there we go. He rips it down the right field line. It's a fair ball. JC on his way to first. He's going to cash in one. Here comes Ives hustling. And it's an RBI single for Rizzy JC.
Does it matter if your nickname is self-appointed? If you are hitting like that, I think not. JC Rizzy, big RBI single.
No, it's absolutely self-appointed. Going to be up and honest with you there, Cost Doyle. He takes off for second, and he's in there standing. Again, that information was given to us. There's a screenshot of it, time-stamped at 11:09. As this is a shot that's going to drop and get by the center fielder. Gavin O'Brien cashes one. He cashes two. He wants three. Head of steam, rounding the bases, head first slide. He's in there safe. The G unit hustling around the bases. In there. 2 RBIs and the triple.
Number 11, Blake Hermanson.
Four runs have crossed the plate here for the Oakville Whitecaps.
How about this start for Oakville? 4 runs already. They do have 2 outs in this inning, but working well from the plate are the Whitecaps.
(3-0) here to Blake Hermanson. Outside, ball 4.
Number 24, Talon Harvey.
And looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. And Bazinet's going to stay out there. Talon Harvey, the designated hitter here today for the side of the Whitecaps. Runner takes off for second, and he'll be in there standing. Harvey swinging through it, and he fouls us off right into the parking lot, heads up to everybody's vehicles. Worst part is for Oakville, if they hit it out there, I mean, they live here, so all the damage is they know whose car is whose. Just missing. Count running. 2-1.
Does insurance cover baseball-related accidents?
Absolutely does not.
You are speaking from experience, judging by the speed of your response, partner.
Harvey pops this up. Second base. Catch is made, and the side is retired. The Whitecaps cross, and they lead it 4-0 as we head to the bottom half of the first. Just another look here at the runs coming in to score. That was Luke Ashton crossing the plate there. And then Rizzy JC, or JCD, cashes it in as Ives hustling around the base comes in to score for him. Once again, I'd like to thank all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championships. We thank you and appreciate all the fantastic work you do in and around the community. Let's take a look here at the 2026 Oakville Whitecaps roster. At the top, number 2, Henry Cantor. 6, Bruno Frey. 8, Owen Clark. 11, Blake Hermanson. 13, Finn Lawler. 14, Gavin O'Brien. 16, Luke Ashton. 17, Anton Kaniza. 19, Nate Ives. 22, Ben Mundy. 24, Talon Harvey. 25, Josh Fortin. 27, Jude Cuss Doyle. Team manager, Mike Anderson. Coaches, John Lawler and Adam Ives. Your 2026 Oakville Whitecaps roster.
The umpire for Carleton Russell Expos, number 18, Quinn Cunningham.
The Expos coming up to bat here. Owen Cunningham, leadoff man here today. Mr. Brightside enthusiast up to bat. This is lifted into right field by Cunningham. Going back is Cuss Doyle, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. So on the mound here for the Whitecaps, it's going to be number 19, Nate Ives. And, well, 2026 school year for Nate Ives was one of the most jam-packed success stories I've ever seen. We were given more information about it. In 2026, he was captain of the junior football team, MVP of the varsity baseball and track and field teams. This is written down,
yes,
a brick wall on defense of the lacrosse team, and he won Junior Athlete of the Year in June. Now, we were talking with producer Nick before this about all that information, and he said 100%, without a doubt, Nate Ives is a running back. And I couldn't agree more with you. Derrick Henry 2.0, captain right there. Head of the count here, 1 and 2 is Ives. At the plate, Lucas Peruz.
And, I mean, where else would you put a man who we've been calling the floating freight train other than running back?
Exactly. I don't see any other position viable. Peruz staying alive, fouls that one off. Good swing.
Anywhere else would just be a waste of talent.
Could you imagine if he was a wide receiver? Megatron?
We're throwing around
1-2.
some Hall of Famers in comparison to Nate Ives, and I think it's completely warranted. Look at the smile on the mound.
Wanted that off-speed pitch to cross the corner, and he just missed. 2-2 now to Peruz. How about Lucas Peruz here working the count?
Yeah, good job working that 1-2 count all the way to 3-2.
The Victus pencil bat up there with him. Called strike 3, top of the zone.
And this is the first time we've seen Nate Ives pitch in this tournament, I do believe. Or he came in as a relief pitcher in day 1. He started the first game for the Oakville Whitecaps, so there you go. We have seen him in action, and it was a pretty dominant performance that day as well as they shut out the Ancaster Diamondbacks.
Brings up Caleb Boucher, otherwise known as the Butcher. Foul tips this right into the glove. That's in there for strike 2. 1-2 goes the count. Boucher walks up to welcome to Jamrock, and I say it every time I read it. Just such a good pick. And he goes after the high fastball into the glove of Ashton. Nate Ives, 2 Ks in the inning, 1 looking, 1 swinging. He gets him to go after the high fastball again. And after 1, it's 4-0 for the Oakville Whitecaps. On to the second inning here in Oakville, Ontario. Again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championships. We thank you. We appreciate you for everything that you do. So again, for anybody just tuning in, the semifinals practically are set. Diamond Baseball taking on the on-field Royals on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Cape Breton Islanders and the Oakville Whitecaps at 1 p.m. Carleton, Russell at this point, just trying to play spoiler. Just trying to upset the Whitecaps here.
First pitch will be 30. Next pitch will be 30.
Back to the top of the order, it's Finn Lawler at the plate. Doubled in the first inning.
Yeah, I had that lead-off double to start things off for the Whitecaps, and they had a good inning afterwards, scoring 4 runs, looking to get back to work here.
Outside half called for strike 1. Foul tips that one. Said it at the top of the show, but I mean, it is a terrific night for baseball. It's not too hot, still clear skies for the most part. Again, maybe it gets a little bit cloudy now, but there's a light breeze. This is perfect weather for a baseball game. Pulled. Way foul off the pole, and that'll get you a bear at the carnival, Mr. Finn Lawler. You do it again, you get to take home the big prize. Goes after another high one, and it's fouled off.
Good 2-strike hitting here from Finn Lawler, battling here at the plate.
Not chasing there, and works the walk.
Number 16, Luke Ashton.
They'll bring up the catcher, Luke Ashton. In the dirt, another good block there by Matisse Prutom. Taking off for second, good toss, but just a hair too late.
like you said, good toss. Throw was on line to second, just a hair behind the speedy Finn Lawler.
And there for a strike. Count running 3-1.
And you know what they say, partner? You can't outrun the law.
Yeah. High and inside, and that's ball 4. Well, that'll bring up apparently the greatest high school athlete of all time, Nate Ives.
A generational talent, the floating freight train wearing number 19.
This is a grounder hit to short. Tried to get the pick on the backhand, but the hop ate him up. Lawler's going to come around and score. That's an RBI single for Nate Ives.
Number 22, Ben Mundy.
Ben Mundy, B-Rabbit, coming up here. Watches that one go by high.
Next pitch 45. Next pitch is 45.
Foul to the backstop. One and one count. He lifts this one. Shallow right field. Catch is made. Tagging up, going to 3 is Ashton. That's a great toss, and oh, the ball just slips out. And behind the play, Nate Ives advances up to second, but I mean, that was a fantastic throw from right field by Jeremy Chartrand.
Number 2, Henry Cantor.
Henry Cantor watches the first one go by. Head in the count here 2-0. So I know a lot of music, my friend, but I do not know the song Up by Forrest Frank, which is supposedly Cantor's walk-up song. As he shoots this in our left field, that's going to cash in 1. They're going to hold up Ives, and Cantor's on base with a single.
And I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever heard of that song either. Maybe we'd hear it, recognize it to hear it, but.
Number 27, Jude Cuss Doyle.
Jude Cuss Doyle up to bat here.
J.C. Rizzi.
Cantor takes off for second. He's in there standing. I just mean it with all due respect. I just don't know how that's a nickname given to somebody. I just don't. I respect the fact that, you know, if it was given to him, that's the unique. That is a very unique one. I don't know who sent the screenshot, but it's a screenshot from Jude Cuss Doyle, and the person just replied saying, "Wow, all right," after all the information was given. Because the best part is it's all not in one text. It's all its own separate messages. There's about 8 messages of just different sentences. And Cuss Doyle will work the walk here. So Blake Bazinet will be taken out of this ball game here. We'll have a new pitcher coming in, and tough start to the day for Bazinet there on the mound. He was firing in strikes, just couldn't get the help from the defense when needed. He'll make his way out, and his day is done. Liam Johnson will toe the slab here for the side of Carleton Russell.
Now pitching for Carleton Russell Expos, number 64, Liam Johnson. Number 14, Gavin O'Brien.
I'll bring up Gavin O'Brien. Mr. G Unit himself had a bases clearing triple his last time up.
See if he can do it again with the bags full.
Oh, and 1 count here to number 14. Out ahead of that pitch from Johnson. And look at this. Ives is taken off. This big man can fly. If that doesn't look like a football running back, I don't know what does.
Yeah, partner, I'm just such a fan of this player. He can do everything everywhere. A standout physically, a standout with the talent. You see the vision at the plate. Doing everything. Number 19, Nate Ives.
Probably has a mean stiff arm.
I wouldn't want to be on the other side of it. If I saw the floating freight train barreling towards me, I would say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir," and I would politely move out of the way as quickly as possible.
0-2 here for Johnson. Oh, thought he picked the corner. Looked like a good spot. Goes 1-2. And O'Brien just behind there. One and two, 1 out. And that's outside. And Johnson gets him. Liam Johnson comes in, gets Gavin O'Brien swinging for out number 2. Another look at it here. And that's a pitch that just dives out the outside half and out of the reach of O'Brien. Blake Hermanson. Herm Dog, named after Earn Dog. Head in the count, 1-0. It's in there for a strike again. 1-1. Pickoff attempt over there at second, but no throw down. Lifted. Shallow center field. Center fielder coming on, and it's a diving grab out of Quinn Cunningham. Fantastic play from the Expo center fielder. Saves a couple of runs. And Carleton Russell trying to use that as momentum headed into the bottom half of the second inning. Once again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championship. We thank you. We appreciate you for everything that you do. Raphael Lalonde, Blake Bazinet was scheduled to hit, and Jeremy Chartrand due up here.
Lead-off batter for Carleton Russell in the second inning, number 14, Raphael Lalonde.
Raphael Lalonde coming up here. It's one of the bats that has been dominant really all week long. Been mashing the baseball all over the diamond. You'll watch that one go by for a ball. With Lalonde, it's a lot of easy power. Doesn't look like he swings all that hard, but he gets tons of barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's just got a great swing. Super duper comfortable. It looks really, really natural. And like you said, natural power.
That catches the corner of the plate for strike one. Inside, breaking ball. And he ducks out of harm's way. Lawns hammers that ball, but it's pulled foul. This is lifted center field deep, but Jude Custoyle tracks it down.
Number 64, Liam Johnson.
Liam Johnson, the starting pitcher now, or excuse me, the relief pitcher now coming up to bat. Counts 3-0 to Johnson. It's in there for a strike. Beautiful, beautiful night. And Johnson hammers this to center field deep, but gets tracked down. It's another pieced up baseball that just gets tracked down in center field.
Yeah, Carleton Russell doing a good job of getting hard contact. But like you said, great job from the outfielders so far. Nothing doing. 2 outs on 2 hard hit balls.
Jeremy Chartrand coming up here. And his nickname, why don't you give it a rip there, partner?
His nickname would be Jambon en français. Or
what is that?
ham.
I was going to say, what does that translate to? Ham.
Ham.
Jambon.
Chartrand, a French name. You would assume that
Also
he's
walks
a
up to
French speaker.
welcome to the jungle.
Oh, great take.
Nicknamed Ham. Likes peanuts. Walks up to welcome to the jungle. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a ball player. 2-1 count. Not chasing the pitch on the outside half. 3-1.
You know, maybe our most underrated nickname of this tournament. His nickname is Ham.
I know. Simple. That's a spinner that hangs, and it's down, and Ham has himself a single.
Wonder if he's ever linked up with Henry Cantor.
Two real good friends. And I think this might be the end of the line for Nate Ives. And it will be. Ives' day is done, but again, terrific. On the mound, out of number 19. It looks like Josh Fortin will come in to pitch. 7-0 here in the second inning. It's Oakville, and it is Carleton Russell. So Josh Fortin will come in place of Gavin O'Brien, and Nate Ives will just shift over to first base.
Now entering the game for number 14 is number 25, Josh Fortin, and he will be pitching.
Two outs, one on, and the batter will be Jackson Hiley.
Jackson Hiley.
Hiley, a big Twix fan. Gotta ask him if it's right or left. There is a difference, ladies and gentlemen. There is a difference. First pitch here to Hiley. Inside half misses for a ball. Skied high off the fence and foul. Almost at the third base coach.
That it did. Always got to have your head on a swivel near the diamond. Doesn't matter whether you are a car driving through the parking lot or just walking around.
Runner takes off for second, and in there safely is Jambon. Runner in scoring position here. 2-1 count for Hiley. Fouls it off yet again. Good swing. Two. Just low inside. Full count. In there for strike 3, but it won't matter. The side is retired. Hiley went down looking. They strand one and are unable to cash in. The runner advancing up to second. To the third inning. It is 7-0 for the Oakville Whitecaps. Once again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championship. We thank you for everything that you do in the community.
We have batter for Oakville in the third inning, number 24, Talon Harvey.
Talon Harvey coming up here for his second at-bat of the ball game. Called a strike. Count goes to 1-1 here on Talon. Swinging through that. Good pitch by Liam Johnson.
Yeah, good challenge pitch there in the zone. Gets Harvey swinging and missing.
Has Harvey reaching across for strike 3. So how about the impact of Liam Johnson coming into the ball game? Another look here.
Number 13, Finn Lawler.
Just gets him chased on the outside half. What a note here to the leadoff man, Finn Lawler. Lifted into left field, shallow, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Nice work from the leadoff man once again, Finn Lawler.
Number 16, Luke Ashton.
Let's go, Luke. Let's go, Whitecaps.
First pitch in there for a strike. Just missed the outside half. Popped up. Shallow. Left center field. Catch can't be made. Again, it's just in that unfortunate part of the triangle there. The outfield playing so deep, respecting the power that these hitters have, and it's going to drop.
Yeah, there's a big gap there in between left field, center field, and the shortstop. Some good hitting and some well-placed balls for Oakville.
Nate Ives coming up here for another at-bat. 1 for 2, but he's reached base twice. Runner's taken off, and the toss down is not going to be in time. High and inside, and the catcher, Pudome, and Ives kind of sharing a laugh together.
I don't know if I've ever – we've called a good amount of baseball. I don't know if I've ever seen a player have so much fun constantly as Nate Ives does. The biggest smile on his face at all times, even after he gets tagged with a pitch.
First pitch in here to Ben Mundy is called strike. Yeah, him and Matisse Prudhomme kind of shared a joke just before the pitch, and Ives gets hit, looks at Prudhomme, and he just says, I know. Mundy lifts this to center field. Coming on, and it's not going to be made. It's going to go past Cunningham. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. They're going to send Ives. Here we go. Play at the plate. Ives in there safe. First to home. The big man is hustling. Stand off the tracks. There's a train coming through. 3-run score.
The floating freight train does not disappoint. Full speed rounding third base.
Number 2, Henry Cantor.
Get out of the way, everybody.
Henry Cantor, the popcorn enthusiast, up to bat. And balk is called. Popped up, first base side. Lalonde there, he'll make the grab for out number 2.
Number 27, Jude Costoyle.
Jude Costoyle, the fan of a double Big Mac combo with a root beer and churros and Nutella, will come up to bat here. What a ballpark snack that is, by the way.
A ballpark
mean,
3-course meal.
Says my snack, but he's eating, like you said, a 3-course meal.
I want to know where he's getting the churros, because a double Big Mac combo from McDonald's, sure. But last time I checked, McDonald's doesn't offer churros.
He's swinging, lifting this one to right field. It's back deep at the wall, and it's one hop at the fence. He has speed. He's going to fly. Costoyle on his way to third. The throw in, and he'll be in there standing at third. Jude Costoyle displaying the speed right there.
Yeah, we've talked about how fast this player is. How about that? An easy stand-up triple for JCD.
Number 25, Josh Fortin.
Josh Fortin coming up. High and outside, just missing. 1-1 goes the count. Foul tipped right into the glove of Perdom. Swinging through that and foul it to the backstop. One, two. He rips it down the right field line, and it's a fair ball. That'll cash in Costoyle, and it's a RBI single for Josh Fortin.
Really nice piece of hitting there. Like you said, ripped down that first base line. Costoyle easily in to score.
Number 11, Blake Hermanson.
We got a seagull fight happening out there.
Yeah, the Seagulls have been a story in this tournament today. The best day probably for Seagulls.
Hermanson lifts this to center field, and Cunningham will be there to make the catch. And the side is retired.
Pitch count 37. Pitch count is 37.
This is the 3-run double off the bat of B. Rabbit. Not sure if it's, good fortune because he gave the broadcast packs of gum, but I'm going to say it is. Ben Mundy getting some good fortune from
a good deed, if you will.
From the ones above. And this was the Jude Costoyle swing. He laces this into right field, and you can kind of see the second he gets on the Jets, there ain't no stopping him, and he was into third standing. Once again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championship. We thank you. We appreciate you for every little thing that you do.
The outfielder for the Expos, number 26, Olivier Paré.
Olivier Paré, he's coming up here. Watches ball one go by. Josh Fortes still the pitcher on the mound here for the Whitecaps. Second pitch in there for a strike. Two and one count here. Foul ball and a hit off the foot there of Olivier. Just missing. Count goes full. And he'll work a walk here to kick off the bottom half of the third.
Number 72, Mathis Prudhomme.
Mathis Prudhomme, the catcher here today for the Expos. He's caught majority of this championship, and he's been real sound and solid behind the plate.
Yeah, solid behind the plate all tournament long for the Expos.
This is a grounder hit to short. Cantor has to play it on the big hop. The throw across, and a good pick by Ives, but it's not going to be in time. So Mathis Prudhomme will pick up a single. The runner also advances up to third, so there's runners on the corners now for the top of the order for the Carleton Russell Expos.
Number 18, Quinn Cunningham.
Quinn Cunningham up to bat now. Just misses low as Prudhomme takes off for second. In there for strike one. 1-1 goes the count. Grounder poked foul. One and two count to the leadoff man. This is high, 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. Ground ball hit to second. Takes it on a hop, throw to first in time for out number one. A run will come across the score for the Expos. So Cunningham does a job.
Number 12, Lucas Peruz.
First pitch in there for strike one. Own one to Lucas Peruz. Out in front of that one is Peruz. Count goes 1-2. One away here, still a runner on third. Make it two. Big time strikeout.
Number 20, Caleb Boucher.
Caleb Boucher, the butcher, coming up here. He'll watch the first one go by for strike one. Fouls this one to the backstop. 0-2.
Fortin hung that breaking ball there just underneath. Tipping foul was Boucher, but that was a very hittable pitch in the zone.
Took a wild hack at it as well. 0-2 here. Inside and just missing. One and two. Shot left field. And the catch will be made to retire the side. Expos, they are able to push one across, and that's all. Fortin strands the last runner. 12-1 as we head to the top half of the fourth inning here in Oakville. Once again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championship. We thank you and appreciate you for all the amazing work that you do.
Entered the game for Carleton Russell. Replacing number 18 is number 13, Jacob Wassim. Entering the game for number 72 is number 42, Simon Desforges. Leadoff batter for the Whitecaps in the fourth inning, number 24, Talon Harvey.
Talon Harvey leading things off here. Last inning went down swinging. It was a nice pitch by Liam Johnson on the outside half. Harvey watched the first one go by for strike one. Johnson working quickly, 0-2. Again, no baseball here tomorrow. Tomorrow was the scheduled rain day if we had rain. We'll be back here Wednesday, July 22nd for the semifinals day. Again, the first match, or first game starting at 10 a.m. Second game at 1 p.m. And we'll host the final 4 teams that are remaining after the round robin play. Diamond Baseball, on-field Royals scheduled for 10 a.m. that morning. Cape Breton Islanders and the Oakville Whitecaps at 1, as this is ripped down in left field by Harvey, and he's in there standing with a single.
Really nice piece of hitting there from Talon Harvey. Turns on that fastball, standing up at first.
Bring up Finn Lawler, who's reached base 3 times so far today.
Doing
Doubled,
exactly
singled,
what a leadoff man needs to.
Doubled, singled, and walked. 2 runs scored as well. Just inside 1-1. High and outside, 2-1.
Next pitch 45. Next pitch is 45.
Luke Ashton right behind him has also reached 3 times, 2 walks and a single. He's also scored all 3 times. The top of this order, they have combined for 9 plate appearances and 8 runs scored.
And Nate Ives has a lot to do with some of those runs scored, doesn't he, partner?
He is a part of the top 3. 3 runs scored by him as well. Poked down the left field side, foul. Lawler scored twice out of 3 times. Ashton 3 out of 3. Ives 3 out of 3. Runner fakes the takeoff, and that's going to be ball 4.
Number 16, Luke Ashton.
Luke Ashton coming up. 1 for 1 on the day. 2 walks is included. First pitch in there for a strike from Johnson. Not chasing the outer half, but called strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Pulled to third. Stepped on the bag for 1. Throw across the diamond. And a beautiful pick by Raphael Lalonde. And it's 2 huge outs here for the side of the Expos.
Really nice infield play by the Expos, managing the double play with the pickoff at first.
Nate Ives up to bat. Again, I mean, the man with a million nicknames, a million accolades. Watches that one go by high, and he's ahead 2-0.
He's also swinging a bat with Herbie decals, an iconic movie from the late 90s. A talking VW Beetle.
He's out of the count 3-0, and, well, if there's anybody I'd give the 3-0 green light to, it would be Ives. Let's see if he's humble and decides not to swing. Nope, he's swinging away. He murders it. Center field, but the center fielder has a beat, and fantastic catch out there. Tracked it the whole way. What looks to be like Caleb Boucher. Once again, thank you to the community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championship. We thank you. We appreciate you for every little thing that you do. Yeah, here it is.
Changes for Oakville. Entering the game is number 6. Entering Bruno Frey for number 11. And number 8 is entering for 17. Owen Clark will be entering for number 17. Next pitch is 30. Next pitch 30.
To bat here, Raphael Lalonde watches the breaking ball and turned the head, but it broke right back over the middle of the plate.
The Expos, number 14, Raphael Lalonde.
Another breaking ball in the inside half. Called in there for strike 2. And Lalonde almost smoking the coach.
That's a couple extra laps after the game here.
2-2 count here to the Expos' first baseman. Pulls it down to third again. Mundy down there. Throw across. In time, and Ives. Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to say Lalonde was safe. So the throw by Ben Mundy took Ives up and off the bag, and he came down and he tagged the orange base.
Special pinch runner for Carleton Russell. Running for number 14 is number 18, Quinn Cunningham.
Blake Bazinet is back into the lineup here. Two no, snap throw to first, not in time. Outside, 3-0. And Bazinet works the walk.
Good vision and good patience at the plate for Blake Bazinet. Two runners on now.
Jeremy Chartrand coming up here. He singled in his last plate appearance. Watch this one go by for strike one. So I think that hit the light. Now the question is, did the glass break? I don't think it did. I think just the baseball came down.
It sounds like it knocked the cover off of the light. So no falling glass, no danger like that, but close call.
I don't know who it was, but somebody yelled, Jeremy, that's coming out of your college fund, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, tough bounce for Jeremy Chartrand in seek of higher education, and that just going to be a roadblock.
Three and two.
45. Next pitch is 45.
And he works the walk.
So a big moment here for Carleton Russell. Bases are loaded, still no outs in the inning. They're staring at an 11-run hole. There's no other way to put it. But you've got 4 runs in play. This is when things can start to get interesting.
Just got to take it one batter at a time here with a deficit like Carleton is in.
Yep, just pass the torch one at a time, work them in.
Josh Fortin, his day is done, and it looks like Gavin O'Brien will come in to do the pitching. Again, it's the bottom half of the 4th inning here in Oakville, Ontario. 12-1 score for the Whitecaps in the final round-robin game of the 2026 Senior Little League Championship.
entering the game and pitching is number 14, Gavin O'Brien. Number 19, Jackson Hiley.
Jackson Hiley up to bat here.
Nice start here so far for O'Brien. 2 quick strikes.
1-2 to Hiley here. And Hiley foul tips it right into the glove for strike 3.
And that's a big out, number 1 for the Oakville Whitecaps. Bases loaded with an 11-run lead, trying to get out of this inning without giving up any damage if possible.
It's in there for strike 1. Count running 2-1. Just missing on the outside half. Looked good from O'Brien. Olivier Perret will work the walk, and a run will come in to score. So the Expos get another one on the board.
42, Simon DeForge.
Simon DeForge. Sees strike 1 go by. He's behind the count 0-1. Make it 0-2. Lone in the dirt, evened up 2-2. Ground ball pulled to first. And just foul. Skied. High, out of play, and foul. 2-2 count. Called strike 3.
Number 13, Jacob Wasine.
Jacob Voisin coming in here. His first plate appearance of the day. That misses high and away. Counts 2-0 here to Jacob Voisin. He's coming in place for Owen Cunningham. I believe it was Voisin in center field that made that catch. This is a ground ball hit up the first baseline, and they call it a fair ball. Ives steps on first base, and that will retire the side.
Pitch count 19, pitch count 19.
We go to the 5th inning, and it's the Whitecaps up 12-2 here in Oakville, Ontario. Again, final match of round robin play. Semifinals coming on Wednesday. Once again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championships. We thank you, and we appreciate everything you do for the community. New pitcher into the ball game. It's number 26, Olivier Perret.
Now pitching for Carleton Russell Expos is number 26, Olivier Paré.
So Ben Mundy will lead things off here for the side of the Whitecaps.
The off-batter for the Whitecaps in the fifth
I will
inning,
say, partner,
number 22,
I have cracked
Ben
open the
Mundy.
gum that Ben Mundy was so graciously kind enough to give us. I still don't think it's a snack, but, you know,
But it's appreciated.
my breath feels so fresh. Oh, and 2. Check swing to first. Lalonde, he'll get there and step on the bag for out number 1.
Number 2, Henry Cantor.
Henry Cantor coming up for his 4th at-bat of the ball game. 2 for 3 with an RBI, or 3 RBIs, I should say. Swung on and chopped through the right side for a base hit. Henry Cantor, his 3rd hit of the ball game. Definitely had a pregame ham sandwich.
Well, he must have with the performance today.
Jude Custoyle now coming up here. Ball gets away and Cantor advances. 2-0. 2-1. Beautiful looking off speed. Just did not get the call there, was Perret. And Custoyle swings through a high fastball. Low inside for a ball. Custoyle works the walk, and that'll bring up Gavin O'Brien.
And now with 2 men on, Oakville trying to get something going in this inning.
One and one count here to Gavin O'Brien. He rips this to left field. Catch is made. And Cantor thought about tagging up, but good throw from left field.
Number 6, Bruno Frey.
Outside, Bruno Frey coming up here. Hitting for Blake Hermanson. In there for strike one. 3-1. Inside, and it's a walk, so bases are loaded here for Talon Harvey.
Number 24, Talon Harvey.
Harvey watches the first one go by. Lifted. Lalonde camped under. He'll make the grab, and that's out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom half of the 5th. The Expos trailing 12-2 here in Oakville.
Pitch count 22. Pitch count 22.
Once again, thank you to all the wonderful community partners for sponsoring the 2026 Senior Little League Canada East Championship. We thank you and we appreciate all the work that you do.
Leadoff batter for the Expos in the 5th, number 12, Lucas Peruz.
Lucas Peruz coming up. Bottom 5. Gavin O'Brien back out there. Count goes 1-1. Low and away, missing.
Manager Bazinet telling Peruz to attack the zone.
3-1, make it 3-2. Full count here to Peruz. In there for strike 3.
Number 20, Caleb Boucher.
Another look here. It's beautiful looking off-speed that catches the outside corner. I'll bring up Caleb Boucher. Boucher skies this shallow right field. It's going to be tough. And dropping back, making the catch. I believe that's Hermanson, and that's out number 2.
Number 14, Raphael Lalonde.
Raphael Lalonde coming up. You can hear the coaches saying to the outfield, back up. Lalonde, serious power. We've seen it numerous times. First pitch in there for strike 1. Breaking ball, backdoor breaking ball. It doesn't cut back over the plate. One on one. Lalonde, opposite field, and it's going to drop down foul.
Next pitch is 30. Next pitch 30.
Well, he talked about the power. That ball was ripped, just foul, deep right field.
One and two. Not chasing down low is Lalonde. Grounder pulled to third. Mundy takes on a hop. Throw across in time. And that will do it. The mercy rule takes effect. 12-2 after 5. The Oakville Whitecaps win their final game in round robin play. And that'll do it for 5 days of round robin. We are now down to our final 4 teams. Diamond Baseball, On-Field Royals, Cape Breton Islanders, and the Oakville Whitecaps. Again, no games tomorrow on Tuesday. Action resumes here Wednesday, July 22nd, 10 a.m. Diamond Baseball, On-Field Royals. Until then, I'm Zach Benoit with Will Shukri. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.